Good day everyone, especially to you, Sir Paul. Today we will be discussing about the contemporary issues in the Philippines. In the middle of our busy school life, the contemporary issues in the Philippines are like the scenes happening right outside our classroom window. They're real, they're loud, and they affect us more than we think. Learning about them isn't just a lesson, it's about our understanding that we could help the world, that we're stepping into discovering how even students like us make the differences. But today we will be introducing our members, and the objective. The objective is we students learn how to identify and explain the major contemporary issues affecting the Philippines, such as corruption, unemployment, and justice systems. The student will analyze how these issues influence the country's national development and the daily lives of Filipino citizens. The third one is the student will develop critical thinking skills, evaluating the cause and possible solution to these national problems. And the fourth one will the student will demonstrate awareness and responsibilities as a citizens in promoting integrity, equality, and participation in addressing societal issues. So, what do you think a contemporary issue is? A contemporary issue is about currently affecting the people experience, for example, like the issues like unresolved issues like our environment and the current issue right now, the corruption.
Hello everyone, I am Lady Rose Villahermosa and the assigned topic that given to me is corruption. Corruption worsened in the Philippines government in 2019 as it ranked 113th of 180 countries studied on their perceived political integrity. Transparency International, a non-profit watchdog monitoring the status of global corruption in the public sector, has issued the Corruption Perceptions Index (CPI) for 2019, showing that the Philippines dropped 14 notches from 99th in year 2018. In its current ranking, the Philippines obtained a score of 34, down by 2 points from 36 in 2018. From the national government to local, provincial, city, down to the smallest branches of government agencies, corruption is always figured. Imagine how many politicians deduct their kickbacks from the government funds using their self-interest. Even former presidents have plundered cases, yet they are not condemned for their scandalous and face-laughing theft of the people's taxes. So, corruption is a very big problem in our country. It happens when government officials use public money for their own benefit instead of helping the people. For example, kwarta nga para sa hospitals, schools, or roads, maatura sa bulsa sa mga corrupt nga opisyal. Based on reports, the Philippines rank low in honesty and transparency. That means, dagan pagid corruption sa gobyerno. Even if we already have laws, some politicians still find ways to steal money or get kickbacks from projects. So corruptions make our country poor because the money that should help the people is wasted. So we should start doing the right thing. Even in a small actions, dapat magsugod sa atong kaugalingon. No cheating, no bribing, and always being honest. If we all do that, we can slowly change our country for the better. So, the second topic is about education. Promising quality education is expensive. Most of the companies hire and interview applicants from prestigious schools. There are many more problems in educations that need to be addressed. Education should be one of the main focuses. to help the children in remote areas and get jobs to help their parents and communities to rise and help children can have a bright future instead of becoming a drug addict in the next generation. So, education is very important because it helps us have a better future. But in the Philippines, daghang gihapon problema sa education. Many children cannot go to school because they have no money or they live in far places. Some even stop studying to help their parents earn money. Also, good quality education is expensive. Most companies prefer applicants from a big and well-known schools. So it's hard for the poor student to get a good job. That's why the government should focus on more helping public schools, teachers and students, especially in remote areas. If we give importance to education, children can have a brighter future and stay away from problems like drugs and crime. Education is the key success. It should be for everyone, not only for the rich. So the third topic is about crab mentality. Crab mentality, also known as a crab theory. Crabs in a bucket, a barrel, basket, or pot. Mentality or the crab bucket effect is a way of thinking best described by the phrase, "If I can't have it, neither can you." The metaphor is derived from a pattern of behavior noted in crabs when they are trapped in a bucket. So, crab mentality means when someone doesn't want others to succeed because they can't. In short, if I can have it, then you can have it too. So, sa Bisaya pa is, ayaw siya pa asenso ha, kay ako gani wala. The kind of thinking pulls other people's down just like crabs in a bucket. When one tries to go up, the others pull it down. This is common in our society, like when people get jealous instead of being happy for someone's success. We should stop this attitude and start supporting one another instead of saying bad things about others. We should cheer for them, kay kung magtinabangay ta, we can all rise together. Even has their own time to shine. What's important is to lift other up, not drag each other down. Thank you.
Lack of opportunity or unemployment. Unemployment has remained high in the Philippines at almost twice the level of neighboring countries, despite relatively fast employment growth in the past decade. Employment growth was not sufficient to reduce unemployment because of rapid population growth and increased labor force participation. Unemployment happens when people cannot find jobs, even if they are willing to work in the Philippines. Unemployment Unemployment remains high due to rapid population growth, limited job openings, and competition in the labor market. This slows down the economic development and affect the family's quality of life. So example is a college student graduate keeps applying to different companies but gets rejected each time because there are too many applicants competing for the same position. And next is transportation and metro rail system. Taxis and buses are also important modes of public transportation in urban areas. The Philippines has 12 international airports and has more than 20 majors of minor domestic airports serving the country. The Ninoy Aquino International Airport is the main international gateway in the Philippines. Transportation system like taxis, buses, and trains helps people travels in cities. In the Philippines, public transportation is essential because many people rely on it daily. However, issues such as traffic, overcrowded trains, and delay make commuting difficult. That's all. Thank you.
Politician, it simply means that politicians are working for themselves and not for the interests of the people. So in the past few years, some of the people in the Philippines raised their concern about the progress of our country. Ana sila nga we haven't seen any kwan daw any progress of our country under the president our president Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos, and that is one of the example of the corrupt politician. Proceed to the seventh contemporary issues here in the Philippines, which is the wide gap between rich and poor. So we all know that this kind of issue is one of the top faced issues here in the Philippines, because these kind of issues doesn't mean that about issues of financially, but also we all know that the rich and poor has an unequal access to and opportunities, and also kabalota nga ang rich and poor, ang poor good kay more on weak siya sa social protection system, like sa we all know nga nang mas dagag connection ang rich sa poor. Yes, and
Good day everyone, my name is Jacob Balindis Jr. and I will report the monopoly of business, second, no military power, third, sits at the Pacific Ocean Ring of Fire. So first, we will discuss the monopoly of business. Filipino businessmen are overshadowed by large foreign businesses, too hard to penetrate the market for small Filipino. When we say monopoly of business, monopoly a market structure characterized by a single seller or producer that controls the entire supply of a particular good or service for which there is no close substitute. Example, a single company controlling the entire market for a specific type of software or technology. If only one company produces the operating system used by all computers worldwide, that would be a monopoly. They would have the power to set prices, control innovation, and potentially stifle competition. And second, no military power. The country can't even protect the islands and boundaries. The result, the Philippines get bullied by bigger neighboring countries. No power of military. Example in the concerns about China's action in the South China Sea. The Philippines has relatively small military compared to some of its neighbors, particularly in China. Philippines goals effective patrol and protect its claimed territories and maritime right in the South China Sea. There have been numerous reports and incidents of Chinese Coast Guard and fishery vessels into waters by the Philippines, sometimes using Filipino fishermen. There are more accidents happen in the South China Sea, but this only example I took. And third, states at the Pacific Ocean Ring of Fire, prone to tropical super typhoons, earthquake, and volcanic eruption. Lastly, the people win spoon-fed by democracy to match democracy that can bring someone being an idiot. Sits at the Pacific Ring of Fire. Our country is located within the Pacific Ring of Fire, a region known for high volcanic and seismic activity. This makes the country prone to frequent earthquake, volcanic eruption, and other related hazards. So this is the reason why we are directly affected by the typhoons due to a combination of geographical and socio-economic factor. This year I know that you know it, our country is experiencing any typhoons. Like last month, we are affected by the super typhoon Tino. In addition, because of the ring of fire, we are also affected by an earthquake. I think on last month we are affected of earthquake magnitude of 2.0 on October 22. And lastly, there are different places in our country affected by the volcanic eruption, like the Volcan Taal erupted on last October 25, 2025. This is the reason why many people and places near the volcan were affected. So that's all, guys. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Jan Robert Reto Bunwa from Good 5. My topic is the mayor is my father, comparative system and the wide gap between the poor. Even when applying for a job, the recommended people get the job even though you're at the office of at down. Political dynasty. Political dynasties continue to hold a dominant position in the Philippines, controlling a significant portion of elected posts at all levels of government. This dominance rooted in the country's feudal past presents despite its constitutional provision calling of their prohibition for their provision. Next, Coke politician. The elites of the country, some politicians are working for themselves and not for the interest of the people. So, mukna ni siya guys, tong mga nanang mga buaya sa atong kalibutan. Dali siya nabilang tong mga kurakot sa atong gobyerno. Next, poor justice system. Yes, there is injustice in the Philippines, but it comes only either money or luck, and therefore is not equally available. There is justice in this country. One just need to pursue his case until death. It's only when a case has media exposure that justice is ensured.